Welcome back to Bets and Regrets, where the NFL is back, the division takes are already getting disrespectful, and somehow we're all convinced our team is still winning the Super Bowl. This week, we're heading out east, breaking down both the AFC and NFC East, from the contenders to the frauds, and the teams nobody wants to admit might actually be good. We'll make our picks for who wins each division, who's making the playoffs, and who's going to have us screaming at our TVs by week 3. Grab a drink, pick your division winner, and let's get into it. I'm Brogan.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Nick.
And yeah, if you didn't listen last week we did the AFC and NFC South. This week we are doing the East, and we will venture somewhere else next week. Week 1 of the preseason is kind of wrapping up here. Any preseason thoughts you guys want to talk about? The Packers look like absolute dog shit, so that's wonderful.
Not
but
the kicker, though.
That's
Smack, drilling them.
I don't know. I don't put too much stock on preseason, to be honest. Like I don't. I see Bears fans on Twitter like already celebrating that they scored the most points in preseason. I'm not gonna.
Do you see anything besides Bear fans on
No,
Twitter?
I'm too deep.
No,
I'm too
deep in your algorithm.
Dude, it's ingrained in the algorithm. Like I tried to get off of it for a little bit and interact with literally anything else, and it just like pulls me back, and that because like I just keep trolling. Like that's all I do. I just keep trolling. I just keep bringing up crying Caleb Williams throwing 5 interceptions in 2 playoff games. It puts him second most all time in the first 2 playoff starts. Fun fact.
Yeah. Not great company I want to be in. No, I was telling this to Nick last night, Brogan. I watched the Packers. I watched the YouTube highlights of the Packers. Not even that YouTube, just a full game or whatever on YouTube. And watched the first series or 2 with the actual starters at 0.25 speed because the biggest concern is going to be the offensive line. And granted, they didn't have T.J. Watt or whoever their guy is in the middle. I'm blanking on his name right now. Hayward. They didn't have those 2, but I thought they held their own for a while. And I mean, it was a stalemate the first half, but holy shit, our backups are not good. Kyle McCord's really good. I liked what I saw out of him. He's kind of a scrappy white guy. So
one thing I was also pretty disappointing to see was LaFleur talking about how Jonathan Banks can lose his fucking starting job to the 5th round rookie.
Aaron Banks?
Aaron Banks, sorry.
Yeah.
Aaron Banks?
Yeah.
Like, how?
Well, he's dog shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And we paid him so much fucking money.
Not only that, we restructured him, I believe, going into this year too. So, yeah.
But if our 5th rounder is already outperforming him, that's good. That's good that we're able to have him under a cheap deal. So it kind of cancels out.
Doesn't take much, I don't think. I think any of the chairs we're sitting on might be better at run and pass blocking than Aaron Banks has been. So
Speaking about being better than a chair, Keyshawn Nixon, dude, have you been seeing what he's been saying like in interviews? He's like, I'm not in a competition. Like I'm the best. Like he just continues.
He's like
CB1, baby. CB1.
He's like, my body of work speaks for himself. Like every season is a new season, dude. You still have to prove yourself. You're not owed anything in this league. That's ridiculous.
He was a Pro Bowler last year. Give him his flowers.
And he got an All-Pro vote.
Great. Awesome.
And he
also want him on my team.
Dude, it's Brandon, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Cisse?
Yeah.
Cisse.
We'll figure it out by week 3.
Yeah. Once he gets an interception or 2 by then, like the announcers will have it down and hopefully
couple pick sixes, yeah.
Yeah. He's a baller. At least that's everything I've been hearing throughout training camp.
He's
really fucking good.
From all accounts, he's locked down a starting spot already. So I love that for our 2nd round pick.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess the only unfortunate news that I wanted to share is, maybe it's kind of fortunate for the Packers. Jamal Adams going down with a knee injury. The MetLife turf strikes again. Unfortunate for him because obviously, I mean, he's been a dog for a long time. That might be it. So T's and P's to Jamal Adams.
He's pretty old at this point, isn't he? Like he's like 30, low 30s.
Let's see what the research department has.
He has to be like 31, is my guess.
He's only 30, which is kind of wild.
Okay, because I just remember, like, he's been in the league. It feels like he's been in the league for a while now.
Right. A long time. But, yeah, sucks to see. And I mean, the MetLife turf strikes again.
So is it just Harrison Barnes is the only safety for the Vikings right now, or who is?
Is he retired, didn't he?
Not
Who
Harrison
did
Barnes
you
either.
say?
Jesus Christ, that's basketball. Harrison Smith.
Oh yeah, Harrison Smith.
Yeah, Harrison Smith is gone. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he retired, didn't he?
I thought he was still hanging around.
I'd love to see Harrison Barnes back there for him, please.
Yeah, I thought Smith retired, but I could be wrong.
37 years old. Oh no, his injury could set the stage for a Harrison Smith return.
Okay, so he is retired right now.
Suddenly feels more inevitable than ever.
Harrison Smith,
he's 37.
That's crazy that he's been in the league and like he's been a top safety. Like, I mean, he's never been like the guy, you know, like the number one safety, but he's always been like top 10. It feels like in safeties, just consistently.
I mean, he made 6 Pro Bowls. He got he's been a first team All Pro. So I mean, he's legit.
Yeah. I just thought he was still hanging around the organization, kind of doing whatever.
Was he? Did he only play for the Vikings, or did he bounce around a little bit?
No, I think he's only played.
I think he was a lifer.
Through.
That's incredible. Good for that guy. Like that's genuinely incredible to stay with one team for that fucking long. Like that's good for him.
Yeah. And speaking of the MetLife turf, and since we're on the Packers too, the Packers go there week 2 to play the Jets. So we'll see how many injuries are racked up in that one.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, I'm penciling Watson in.
I'm penciling Watson, probably Love, because Love just gets hurt a lot, apparently.
Yeah. It's honestly very good that Parsons is not there yet.
Sick Tucker Kraft out for that one, please.
Yeah, just sit everybody. They're the Jets, so I think we can make it with hell, we can have McCord play, and I think we'll be all right. I was very disappointed. Did you guys watch Kyron Drones play or attempt to play quarterback on our fourth string? He was trying to make some like Malik Willis esque plays where it was like he could feel the pressure, so he started rolling out, and then he just turned and he just rolled right into a sack. It was a terrible loss. The dude just doesn't have a whole lot of pocket awareness, and I think we actually waived him. So
yeah.
So we're down to three QBs.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is Tyrod Taylor doing as a backup for us?
What do you mean? Matt LaFleur's the QB whisperer. If he can revive Malik Willis's career, he can revive Tyrod Taylor's.
The thing is, Malik Willis at least like had potential. Everybody saw his upside. And he was young.
Yeah, but the thing is like Jordan Love likes to get injured. Like he's been injured every single year, at least for a couple of games at this point. So like I'm penciling him in for like a 3-game stretch where he's just not there. And I would like to have a veteran back there who Tyrod Taylor's not absolutely dog shit. You know, he's like
but the thing with Malik Willis, he wasn't necessarily a pocket passer, but he had that dual threat capability. T-Mobile's 37 years old.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's not a good pocket passer.
Well, once again, it comes down to he's not fucking horrible. He's not just like the worst person you'll ever see on. He's not like Trey Lance, where if you run him out there, you're gonna be like, what are we fucking doing? You know, he's gonna be out there and he's gonna do what Matt LaFleur wants him to do.
If we want to do that, I'd rather just have him work with a rookie quarterback for a cheap deal. Granted, we're probably paying him a couple million, so it doesn't really matter. But I would just rather have somebody that's a lot more younger, just a little bit more of a youth movement. Maybe that's ageist to say. We talk about
a proposal.
Okay, what?
We get Will Levis, put him on the bench.
I'd be pumped.
I know you would be pumped.
But
let's trade a 7th
rounder. If anybody's going
to
fix him, it's Matt LaFleur.
Let's trade a 7th rounder, get Will Levis, put him on the bench, put him on the pine, develop him a little bit, and see what happens.
But my thing is, we talk about all these retread hires for head coaches that have just been around and have been like all right, and we know what they're getting. And then we do the same shit with backup quarterbacks. And then suddenly week 4 or 5 rolls around and you need a backup quarterback. They're like, T-Mobile's going to be fine. He's not going to embarrass us. Like, we know his ceiling.
Yeah.
And it's very close to the floor. I would rather take an unknown quantity in a rookie who might turn into a fucking dude than somebody that, we might win a game.
Nah, I don't know. I would rather Matt LaFleur take the time to spend with fucking Jordan Love than some random rookie who's not going to be our cornerstone. Because when Jordan Love's not injured again, he's going to be the cornerstone again.
I'm all right with it, very much like the Rodgers days, where if Rodgers gets hurt, we're fucked. So I'm fine with. I'm all right with
You'd
it.
rather
Like,
be rolling out fucking Seneca Wallace out there? Like, what?
yeah, I would rather if Kyle McCord is hands like leaps and bounds better than Seneca Wallace. That is offensive. He's especially now with the NIL where kids are staying in college more. They're getting a lot more reps. They're not just coming out as like 20 years
Yeah,
old.
but
and
like
just
NFL versus
taking a shit on the
college
field.
is two completely different offenses, brother.
All right, but all right, we've ventured from the NFC and AFC East to a fucking Packers spot here. Let's get back on track. All right, we're talking AFC, NFC East. I'm going to tee up both divisions. Start with the AFC East. Last year, the Patriots won it, going 14-3. Quite the surprise with Mike Vrabel and Drake May getting it done. They had a pretty cupcake schedule, but as we talked about, or as Sean, I believe, said last week, maybe it was Nick. You can only play who's on your schedule, and they took care of business, going 14-3. The Bills also made the playoffs, but finished second, going 12-5. The Dolphins went 7-10 and missed the playoffs, and the Jets did Jets things, going 3-14. Yeah, I guess starting with the AFC East, some other news, I guess, that I kind of came a little bit more prepared this time, solely on the Bills, right? Joe Brady taking over as head coach after Sean McDermott gets kicked out. They have a brand new stadium, and Jim Leonard's their DC, which I love. They also added DJ Moore and Bradley Chubb, so I think the Bills retooled and are going to be just monsters this year. So with that, I guess I can just jump into what I see for this AFC East division. I see the Bills going 13-4, so a little bit better, one game better than they did last year. I see the Patriots dropping back a little bit, going 10-7. And the Dolphins, 6-11. I do like Malik Willis going down there from Green Bay. I think he's going to have some good games and probably have some stinkers too. And then the Jets, 3-14. They did it last year. They'll do it again. It's kind of what I'm thinking. What do you guys think about this AFC East division?
Yeah, you can go.
Nick, you can go.
Nah, you got it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I do think that it is appropriate that Brogan was able to transition from a Tyrod Taylor subject to his former division. Because did he play with the Jets as well as the Bills?
Definitely.
He's up in the So it should be probably being backup for the Dolphins this year because I couldn't tell you who they got as a quarterback behind Malik Willis. But
Quinn Ewers, right?
Oh yeah, never mind. They're going to be just fine with Quinn. Maybe the Patriots. I don't know. But yeah, I also agree. Very similar stand in here. I have the Bills going 14-3, so even more bullish on them. I think that the Patriots are going to. Everybody's saying that they're going to take a step back, and I completely agree. They have a first place schedule. I liked what I saw out of Drake May, but let's see if he can do it consistently after, again, a full year of tape comes out on him. I do have them going 11-6. I think that their schedule is pretty doable this year, even with a first place schedule. And then that's kind of where the everything falls apart after that. I have the Dolphins. I think they could win more games than they should, but I'm not very high on them this year. I have them still finishing third place, but at a lowly 3-14. I think that if our former DC, Jeff Halfley, does end up even getting them close to 7 or 8 wins or sniffing around the playoffs, he could be in contention for Coach of the Year. I'm very curious. I think it's going to be more of an emphasis. Again, he's a defensive-oriented guy. I think that he's going to be more just defense, stop the run, and I think that they're just going to be more of a ground and pound team, trying to really just run the clock a lot, try and eke out some wins, and they're going to beat a team or two that they have no business with. So I probably should have them closer to 4, maybe 5 wins, which would bring it right around their win total. But I think I had them about sweeping the Jets and then probably beating the Cardinals or whoever. So three wins sounds right. And then the Jets, I have them going 2-15, and pretty much damn near securing that first round or first overall pick. And yeah, I mean the Jets. Nobody respects the Jets. I sure as hell don't. Fireman Ed might have actually hung himself in a closet somewhere since he's just bummed out season after season. The one thing I will mention before we kind of dive a little bit deeper is that I do like the exacta. I've been kind of messing around with that in the offseason, and the Jets to finish last just in their division is plus 170. So I really like the value on that because I don't think the Finns are going to be great this year, but I think they're going to be definitely better than the Jets. So just could be something to sprinkle at plus 170.
Like that. Like that.
Yeah, for me, it's same thing. Like we're all pretty high on the Bills. I have them going 13-4. Uh, we're all pretty high. They've only gotten better. I don't know of any like major people that have departed the Bills. I think they just added more pieces. Uh, I don't know if they've had any big retirements or anything like that. So I think the Bills all around have just gotten better this offseason, and they were already a great fucking team. The swap up at head coach has been needed to get over that playoff hump. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Josh Allen was also my number one quarterback coming into this year, doing the quarterbacks ranking because Josh Allen just has it all. He's put it all together over the past couple of years. Um, yeah, with the Patriots, we all kind of have them going about the same record. Definitely double-digit wins. They're not going to be able to replicate what they did last year. It was kind of it kind of felt like they were the team of destiny for some reason. There's something in the water out at Foxborough. Like I don't know what it is, but like Patriots just like to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know why, but they do. And Drake May will probably take a step back this year. He's probably not going to have another MVP like performance because I saw like he had so much yak last year. Like there's no way that's replicable. Like you can't replicate that. Okay. Year in and year out. I mean, yeah, you can kind of replicate it by putting the ball in great positions and whatever, but like his wide receivers and tight ends were just making people miss and people were missing tackles or like they were finding open guys. So I think Drake May is going to take a little bit of a step back. But it's not going to be like a crazy amount where all of a sudden he's a bum. You know, he's still the best quarterback out of that draft class. Dolphins.
I would say though he is getting a lot more help now with the addition of Romeo Doubs and
Yes.
AJ Brown. They definitely retooled that locker room and the wide receiver room, so that should be interesting.
I did see an interview with Drake May, and somebody asked him about like how like something about his wide receivers, and like getting their receptions or targets, whatever, and he's like they'll just be happy with winning, and insert AJ Brown meme
No.
here. It's
No, they
like
won't.
the reporter was
Neither was
obviously
Dobbs.
they were obviously asking like a very pointed question towards AJ Brown, but Dobbs is low key the same way. Dobbs got fucking upset when he wasn't getting his, and like
Yeah.
I think Dobbs is a good wide receiver. I think he's like one of the better wide receiver twos in the league. He'll never be he can't be that guy because fuck, if you watch him in the playoffs last year, he dropped a couple of big balls from Love, which pissed me the fuck off. All right, but yeah, so the Patriots did get better. They won't be able to replicate what they did last year. The Dolphins, I am big on Malik Willis. I obviously he's not going to be as good as he was in Green Bay. That'd be pretty fucking tough to do. But the Dolphins can't get worse. Malik Willis, like Tua is a fucking bum. Like even I don't put a lot of stock in the preseason, but literally watching Tua play in the preseason. Have you guys seen the Michael Penix meme?
No.
Oh, okay. Tua's on the bench, like studying his iPad or whatever, and Penix is like pointing to him and like essentially calling him dog shit, like trying to do it behind Tua's back. It was fucking hilarious. Tua like dropped a snap, fumbled a snap and shit like that. Like just like he got hit with the fucking yips. He's just like, I don't know. He just doesn't look good. The Falcons are probably gonna be turbo dog shit. But you can't like Malik Willis is leaps and bounds better than Tua. I will straight up say that. I think Malik Willis is probably one of the better scrambling quarterbacks in the league, even though he's only played a handful of games with the Packers. He impressed me so much that like I scrambling QBs alone, he's probably top 10 scrambling quarterbacks, strictly scrambling quarterbacks. Putting it all together, he's outside of that. But I think he's going to be able to work some magic down in Miami. Now, is he going to be able to carry every single game? No, because I don't even know who his fucking wide receivers are. Okay. So I'm expecting some drops. I'm expecting some wrong routes. I'm expecting some just buffoonery down there. But I do think Malik, with his legs, he's going to be able to make enough plays along with him and Achan. I think that's just like, that's Sean's wet dream in Madden right there. Okay. Just running the like if you just run the triple option, 2-3 times a game, Sean's going to be watching every single Dolphins game. I promise you.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably have a crafty fullback, but I don't know.
Yeah, let's bring Mike Tolbert out of retirement and let's run it. But
yeah, and you're talking about Dolphins wide receivers. I think their top two are Caleb Douglas and Kevin Coleman Jr., both who were 2026 picks. So both rookies, I guess is maybe what I should say. So that could be something that lets Malik down.
Yeah.
But could grow too.
Could grow. They could be ballers. Like there's no you don't know with rookies. You don't know until you put them in the frying pan. So they could be ballers, they couldn't be ballers, whatever, but we're expecting a little bit of growing pains. So I'm hoping that Malik's capability to make plays kind of puts them over the top in a couple of games. The Jets are dog shit.
Yes, they are.
I was a little bit of a Geno truther. Like not like being like, oh my god, Geno's the greatest thing since butter on toast, but I'm like, wow, the Seahawks really revived Geno's career. Like Geno's doing pretty well out there. And then I saw him play for the Raiders. And I would say the Raiders are a better organization than the Jets. Very, pretty fucking cutting hairs at that point. But the Jets are even worse.
Dude, they beat the AFC representative of the Super Bowl last year, week 1. Come on, show some respect.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. The Jets are just a dumpster fire. They're just always bad. They're just perennially bad. If an organization can make my goat Aaron Rodgers look bad, then that's a shit organization. That's all I have to say about the Jets.
Does Mark Sanchez have a child that plays quarterback? Because that might be about the only way that they get better.
Let's bring in a Darrell Revis Jr. out there. If the Jets made like the best all-time team that they've ever had, how many wins do you think they get?
All-time wins.
Well, I mean, if you go back in the day, right? Like they had some ballers.
They got Gastineau.
Past
20 years. Revis.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Yeah, they had a solid tackle. They had solid tackles. I mean, Chris Ivory at running back.
I still don't think they beat the Bills in the standings if they have the best team that.
Brett Favre at quarterback.
I mean, I feel like you could throw an all-time Jets team together that would do pretty well.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But would they beat the Bills?
Yeah.
You think they would beat the Bills this year?
I feel like this is the same conversation of could the fucking back in the day Alabama Crimson Tide or right now Indiana Hoosiers beat the worst team in the NFL? And people are like, "Oh, I think they could." No, the NFL is a different.
They're grown ass men.
So then also on that's an all-time team versus a team that's under like salary cap restrictions and stuff like that. Like
that's fair. That's a good point.
I just feel like they're at different levels. But I do see what you're trying to do there. The Jets definitely have not had a whole lot of talent to write home about in the last 20 years.
Not saying that they have to be at their peak either. Like if they're all at their peak, then like okay. The Jets, Sauce Gardner with Darrell Revis, both at their peak. Like that's crazy.
That's nasty.
That's nasty. But
dude, I'm looking at some of these Hall of Famers for the Jets. There's no fucking way.
Well,
not even Nick Mangold.
I mean, then you'd also get
that line.
You get Rodgers at his peak. You get Devontae Adams at his peak. Like
okay, not at their peak.
Alan Lazard at his peak.
I was thinking Favre, but yeah, I guess.
Are you a Favre truther over Rodgers, Sean?
Yeah, I was thinking Favre, just figuring out how to use technology. Hell yeah.
Send some pictures.
Has he talked to the staffer at this point?
I thought she was a
Pre-staffer
reporter.
or post?
No, she was a staff. She was like a trainer.
So yeah, one thing with the AFC East is just the way the schedules work. They get matched up with the NFC North and the AFC West this year. So kind of tough, I feel like, because the AFC West is pretty solid, and the NFC North should be pretty competitive too. So, again, going back to the Patriots, like has been mentioned multiple times, having a number one schedule along with having to play some tougher divisions. We'll see if they can go 14-3 again. All right, I feel like we've beat the AFC East a little bit here. Do you guys want to cover anything else AFC East wise before we move over to the NFC?
No, I'm good.
I don't think so. Just get the Jets' worst possible. Sprinkle a little bit of Jets' worst record in the league. The Cardinals do exist, though, so tread lightly.
Right. Sprinkle. That's why I said sprinkle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then let's move over to the NFC East. Last year in the NFC East, only one team went over 500, and that was the Philadelphia Eagles, going 11-6. The Cowboys went 7-9, finishing second. The Commanders went 5-12, and the New York Giants went 4-13. I will say the NFC East did seem to deal with a lot of injuries last year. Obviously, Jaden Daniels for the Commanders, Cam Scattaboo, as Sean is repping for the Giants, and even more, right? Malik Neighbors, the Giants as well. So quite a few.
And Jackson Dart in and out.
Yeah, quite a few devastating injuries to NFC East teams last year. And this year, I mean, there's kind of I wouldn't say wide open, but there's been some change, right? You got AJ Brown leaving the Eagles. It's a pretty big change. The Giants, right? John Harbaugh becoming their head coach. How's that going to work with all their young talent? And then, yeah, just the Cowboys, right? Like, are they going to have a defense? Is it still going to be ranked 32nd in the league? And how's their offense going to look with Dak? Can Dak lead the Cowboys to the Super Bowl this year?
It's their year, I've been told.
All right, so yeah, I'll jump into mine again. I forgot to completely do this for the AFC East. I don't know if I zoned out and you guys did it, but looking at the Green Book, they have the Eagles favored this year to repeat as a champion at plus 120. Cowboys second at plus 215. The Commanders third at plus 475, and the Giants fourth at plus 600. I know this division used to have some streak of like nobody winning it back-to-back years. Is that still going on? Do you guys know?
I honestly don't know.
I believe so, because the football team won it 2 years ago, and then it was the Eagles, and then I think it was the Cowboys, right?
So a quick AI search, which may or may not be right, says the Eagles have actually won it back-to-back now. Yeah, the Eagles went 14-3 and won the Super Bowl in 2024. Even though the Commanders were good, the Commanders were the wild card team that year.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I guess the Eagles have won it back to back now. They're going for the three-peat. But yeah, that division had a long streak of no team being able to win it back to back. I forget the exact number.
That's
anyways. So yeah, we'll see if the Eagles can do a three-peat. That's what Vegas currently has lined up. As for what I have lined up, I as well have the Eagles repeating. However, I have this division being a very good division, which might come back to bite me in the ass. But I have the Eagles going 12-5, the Cowboys coming in second at 11-6, the Commanders at 10-7, and the Giants just under 500 at 8-9.
Oh man, hit that win total.
Like I said, this might actually completely come back to backfire on me. I have almost every team here going over 500, and I kind of believe the hype for every team here, right? The Eagles lose A.J. Brown, but I still think they're going to be successful. I believe in the Cowboys to bounce back and be better this year. And same thing with the Commanders, right? I mean, Jaden Daniels being healthy. I do like Jaden Daniels as a quarterback, and I think he can lead them to some success. And then the Giants getting John Harbaugh with their young talent, I think there's going to be a little bit of growing pains, but I still think that they're going to be pretty successful too, going 8-9. So I could be completely wrong, as we all could be. But looking at a preview into what you guys have, it seems like I am way higher on this division overall than you guys are. So
I'm here for it.
Yeah, Sean, how many do you have the Giants winning this division?
Unfortunately, I do not, but I am probably the highest on the Giants looking at it. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll break it down here quick. I had the Eagles going 13-4. I think that the Eagles are still far and away the best team in this division. It is going to be. I am very curious about this offense, how it's going to look. Jalen Hurts is on his like fifth offensive coordinator in 6 years or something like that. So we'll see if the continuity can come back. Do you know who the offensive coordinator is, Brogan?
Is it Kellen Moore? Is that one of his past
Oh,
ones? Is he gone?
Yeah, correct. He is now. He is currently the head coach for the Saints. It is
Okay.
former Packer backup, perennial backup, Sean Mannion.
No way. Sean Manion's their OC?
Yes, sir.
I
Yep.
did not
So
know that.
I'm very curious to see what he's going to do there. I forget who the offensive coordinator was last year for him, but pretty dreadful. I'm sure it'll be a little bit of a learning curve right away, but I still think that the Eagles are going to be dominant. They did lose Brown, so we got to have Devontae Wicks step up. Saquon, whatever the hell happened with him last year, that was an absolute just dumpster fire. I think he got like what 1,100, 1,200 yards after getting about 2,500 total rushing yards, playoffs included. So very interested about that. I'm currently looking at the depth chart, and they have former Packer Dontavian Wicks, who they traded for in the offseason, currently sitting at number 2 on the depth chart. So I don't know if they plan to use him in like the slot or whatever the deal is there. I'm very also intrigued about Eli Stowers, their second round draft pick tight end out of Vanderbilt. So he had Diego Pavia thrown to him. I believe he was the John Mackey Award winner this year. So look for him for some of that instant offensive production right away. And then, I mean, even defensively, these guys don't necessarily lack talent. You still got Jalen Carter. He got paid in the offseason. Jordan Davis going to be dominant just up the middle. Nolan Smith, Zach Bond at some outside or inside outside backers. And then they did get Rick Woolen from that big ass corner from the Seahawks in the offseason. So very intrigued about him. And I mean, they still got one of the exciting whites in Cooper DeJean. They lost the other one, Blankenship, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember where he went to right away. And then you still got Quinyon Mitchell.
I just covered him last week. Fuck. He was on one of the South teams.
The South team?
Yeah, a South team.
Was he on the Falcons, maybe?
Maybe.
I can pull up my notes.
No?
Let me pull up.
Falcons.
All right. You keep doing that, and then I'm going to go into the, on paper, best team in the AFC or NFC East. Arguably best team in football in the New York Football Giants, where I have them going second place at 9-8. I'm not sure if that's enough to get them into a wild card spot. Looking at my other AFC team as of this moment, or NFC team as of this moment, it would be because I've only covered the South. But the Giants, they had a lot of question marks in the offseason. They hired John Harbaugh. I think that's going to be an instant improvement. Their offense, obviously, they need to have everybody healthy. There is a lot of turnover at the wide receiver room currently. Malik Neighbors was hurt. Darius Slayton was dealing with like a core injury or something during the offseason, so I think he had some surgery there. Cam Scadaboo obviously got hurt. He's fully recovered. Jackson Dart couldn't stay healthy. He was in and out of the tent, even though that he said he's only had one concussion in his career. I'll choose to believe the quarterback on that one. They did get a bunch of wide receivers, though. They got Darnell Mooney. They got Isaiah Hodgins, Odell Beckham Jr. They still have Jalen Hyatt, who just keeps creeping farther and farther down on the depth chart. I was extremely high on him in the offseason, but unfortunately, even during his draft tape, but has not been living up to the hype as a deep threat. Really wish he was a lot better. Sad. Oh, I can hear you. And then, yeah, their offensive line is probably, weirdly enough, one of their strengths. But on the other side of the ball, the defensive line, they couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed. They have about 5 yards a play, I believe. So that is going to be a big question mark. Let's see here. I mean, they still got Abdul Carter. They got Arvell Reese they drafted him. Brogan, do you know third? Third overall. You are muted, buddy.
Affected by what's going on with Nick right now. That I'm
Yeah, no, you got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, she brought in the cat.
This is off the rails. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Sean.
You got derailed.
Blankenship went
No,
to the Texans.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, it's completely understandable. It's what the mainstream media wants. No giant or all giant slander all the time. Complete zero respect, just like I'm seeing right now. But doesn't matter. I'm going to keep powering through it.
I believe in you.
Where the fuck was I? We got, and then the last part, secondary wise, they're going to be fine. They got Greg Newsome from the Jags, former Brown for feels like ever, and I think they're going to be fine. They got another outside backer to pair with Arvell Reese besides Brian Burns and Tremaine Edmonds. So I think that Harbaugh's going to try and set up a culture of establishing the run because they also got a fullback. Ding, 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 ring the bell, and Pat Ricard. They brought him over. They got Isaiah Likely. So they're going to run the ball. They're going to try and stop the run. And they're just going to play some hard-nosed football. Cowboys, their offense sucks. Dak's good if he can stay healthy. They're going to be really good. But he stayed healthy all last year. He missed time the previous two seasons, so keeping him upright is going to be a big thing. I don't necessarily know if the line continuity is going to be there right away. I think there was still some moving parts there. Is your cat dying?
I think so. Give me a second. What the fuck are you
Jesus
doing?
fucking Christ.
I mean, this
is a fucking terrible episode. I had the Giants going 9-8. I had the Cowboys going 8-9. Their defense was atrocious. I don't see that getting much better. Holy fuck. And then I got the Commanders. They're the football team. Again, very similar to Dak. If Jaden Daniels is able to stay healthy, I think that they're going to be fine. Nick, give him the Heimlich. Christ. How are we? The cat's in the other room. How are we still picking this up?
This microphone picks up everything.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then I did see Marcus Mariota, the backup quarterback, had like an MCL injury or something. So I'm not sure if he's going to be ready to go week one. No. Yeah, tragic. Sad, quack, quack. And then running back wise, they're rocking with Ja'Cory Crosby Merritt or Wild Bill. And then they picked up Rashid White in the offseason. It's fucking stupid. They still have Terry McLaurin. Stephon Diggs, if he's able to play football week one, he'll be the number 2 there. So I really like that. They did get Chigo Kongwu, so offensively, that could be pretty fun. Their offensive line is, I'm not picking up too many of these names, like Andrew Wiley. Andrew Wiley, that's about it. Defensively, they did a little bit of a youth movement. Put her in the kitchen, maybe? Close the door?
Don't do it on the fucking carpet!
This is ridiculous. Where the fuck was I? The football team's defense, they signed like five or six defensive free agents under the age of 29 or 30, I saw. So they're trying to right the ship because they were a nursing home last year. Just signing everybody over the age of like 35. And we saw what it did for them. Their defense was dreadful, but looking like they're going to get a little bit better. I mean, they got Trey Amos. They got Kevlon Chason, Sonny Styles. They drafted him last year. So, yeah, we'll see. They got Javon Kinlaw. There's going to be a big year for him. We'll see what they got in him. And I have the Commanders going 4-13. All right, Nick, if you took care of the cat, on to you.
You're going to hear her coughing up in the background.
I've heard everything a lot more than I wanted to.
Yeah. Wicks with the Eagles, I'm jealous. I really liked Wicks with the Packers. I kind of talked about it last year. You guys blew out of proportion. But
yeah, Devontae Adams Jr.
It was great because if you do go back, and nobody does, but I believe it was the week before he got traded, is when Nick was going off about how great Dontavian Wicks is. And then literally next week's pod, he's been traded to the Eagles.
I am quite jealous. I think he's going to be a great number 2, maybe 3.
Maybe Howie Roseman listens.
Yeah.
Because Devontae Smith is a fucking baller. I mean, I don't know. I was kind of tapped out most of the time with you guys talk about this shit. God damn it, Cat. Uh, but Wicks is a fucking baller. I really like his release. His footwork is great. His hands could use some work. The Eagles have been talking about him being great so far. A lot of people are singing high praises of him, so I'm assuming that's going to continue. The Cowboys, kind of, yeah, there's nothing I can really rehash. Dak might throw for 5,000 yards this season, genuinely. The Cowboys just don't have a great defense. They have a pretty good offense. Is George Pickens still with them? Is he still their number 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Dak might throw for 5K if he's healthy all year and his weapons are healthy all year, because George Pickens is a fucking baller.
I did hear this stat between CD and George Pickens. They had 2,500 yards of total offense combined between the two of them. So that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yep.
I could.
And
Yeah,
their number 3/4 is MVS, so they're just
Deep
loaded.
threat possibility.
isn't MVS like in his 30s now? He's fucking old.
Fuck.
Can't teach
30,
speed.
31, yeah, 31.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I mean, like, the Cowboys are gonna be throwing a lot. I expect like a monster year from Dak, but not to win a lot. It's gonna be a lot like Stafford's like early years where like he gets monster numbers, but like no wins. Same thing with Breeze's. This defense is gonna kind of let him down. Giants, I don't really like Jackson Dart that much. I think he's way overhyped.
Bring it out. He paid. He paid.
Already went into concussion protocol in the preseason game.
Dude, he got fucking smoked.
He did get smoked.
Haven't seen it. Didn't happen.
He already went to concussion. Like, it's exactly
Haven't seen it. Didn't
He got
happen.
pulled out for a concussion, and then he went back in and threw a touchdown pass, whatever. But like, I don't know. He just.
We're gonna just sweep that under the rug.
I talked about it. I'm the one.
Maybe the dude plays. Maybe the dude plays better.
I doubt it.
After he's been rattled.
Maybe. I mean, it's year 2 for him, so there's still room to grow. But I think Giants fans are way overhyping Jackson Dart.
I'm gonna look at this hit.
He got fucking smoked.
He did get smoked. I mean, I don't know if it's concussion worthy smoked, but he got fucking lit
smoked.
up.
I didn't.
Oh, his head didn't even hit the ground.
I don't think his head even hit the ground, but like
that's fucking fine.
But
because the NFL is a bunch of soft ass pussies. Jackson Dart wants to play. The Giants staff needs him to play. But no, it's a big psyop by the NFL keeping the Giants down.
Yeah. So I mean, like, the Giants have like a lot of pluses, but like, to me that's a lot of uncertainty. Can Jackson Dart stay healthy? Is his brain gonna turn into potatoes by the end of the year? Can Cam Skattebo will probably be fine because it was kind of a freak ankle injury or whatever. But
I don't know. Did you see him taking a cut in fucking warm-ups? It didn't look great.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't look. I mean, I don't know what happened, but like he just.
You don't need to cut to run through a motherfucker's face.
That's true.
So I don't know. I feel like the first like 4 or 5 weeks of football with the Giants are going to be especially telling for their team. Because if they don't put it together in the first 4 or 5 weeks, their team's just gonna be a shit show. In my humble opinion.
Schedule wise, the first 4 weeks doable. Very helpful.
So,
first 5 weeks.
If they don't put it together, and if they're struggling early, like, I don't know how much belief I'm going to put behind this Giants team. That's all I really gotta say about them. Like, they're a big question mark to me.
What if they start out 3-2? Are you buying
with that? I would be like, okay, maybe they got something going. I forget who they play in the first couple of weeks. Right off the bat.
I got it pulled up.
Cowboys, Rams.
But then
Cowboys at Rams, home against Tennessee, Arizona, at Washington, and then home against New Orleans. So realistically, they could start 4-2.
Realistically,
with an 0-2 right away.
Not true. I got them beating the Cowboys.
Sunday night.
Monday night, Sunday night. Yep, I have them losing to the Rams, beating the Titans, beating the Cardinals. They don't lose to Washington usually, and then beating New Orleans.
So
they were.
I don't even know if they beat New Orleans.
Even fucking better. Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't think they even beat New Orleans, bro.
I think they do. If they didn't have 2 freak fumbles last year and a scoop and score, they win that game. They were also 1-7 last year in 1-score games, 2-8 the year before in one-score games. So I'm looking for a lot of regression towards the mean on that. And they got Harbaugh, who, granted, he's more of a playoff choker, and the Giants are making a playoff, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, breaking news in this division: the Cowboys are eyeing Von Miller, and he's expected to sign with Dallas. Does that move the needle on the Cowboys at
No.
all for either of you?
No.
Not really.
No.
No. I mean, it helps the pressure rate and everything, but
Is
Well, you
Von
mean
Miller
Rashawn Gary's
still-
not going to be getting fucking pressures?
No.
Is Von Miller
No.
still effective in his advanced age? Like, I know the Bills kind of like used him sparingly and whatnot, but like
he was all right with the Bills.
it was like I honestly don't know what he's been doing. Like, I care about his
so-
pressure rate.
Chicken farmer, dude.
Well, so he was with the Commanders last year, wasn't he?
Was he with the commies?
That would make sense.
Anyways,
Nursing home.
yeah, I don't think he's doing. Well, he had 9 sacks last year.
Oh
What?
fuck! What?
Eh.
What do you mean? That's incredible for his age. To
Yeah, I
have
mean, he's
9?
37.
Yeah, dude, that's old as shit. Like, and he got 9. That's genuinely
Yeah.
impressive.
Was he with the Commanders
He was.
the whole
I don't
season?
know why. I don't know why I don't remember that at all. But
I don't remember that. At
I don't
all.
remember. I don't remember the Commanders football team. Period. Last year.
yeah,
Huh?
Von Miller, 9 sacks last year for the Commanders.
Good.
Pretty wild.
What about the year
Okay.
before? What like in the past 2 years?
Yeah, so he had 6 with Buffalo in 2024 and 0 the year before that.
Was he injured? Was he just like was he?
He
Dodged?
played 12 games. He just had no sacks.
That's wild.
Yeah, I think it might have been a late signing or something.
But he just had 12 games.
Yeah, 2022
Right.
was when he first went to Buffalo.
Uh,
So 2023 is when he had no sacks.
Oh, they signed him for a multi. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was injured.
just okay. So I don't know. That doesn't really move the needle for me. If he puts up another 9 sack season, then yeah, I would say actually they'd probably win one more game because of that, maybe. But I don't know. With the commies, this is why I really differentiate with like Brogan is like Jane Daniels is kind of made out of paper mache. I do like him when he's able to actually play and produce. He's a pretty fun QB to watch, but he's just injury prone. He's a smaller guy, so like if anybody hits him, he's gonna fucking feel it for the next week.
Yeah. He also wants nobody to wear the number 5
Yep.
in the entire world besides him.
Yep.
Oh, I was asked about that. I have no idea what happened there. He's trying to trademark the number 5.
I think he was suing.
Basically,
Or fuck.
well, he sent a cease and desist, I believe, to LSU to stop them from giving us. I think there's a wide receiver or somebody who's wearing number
think it's their
5 for LSU
quarterback
this year.
now.
Is it their quarterback? I didn't. Anyways,
That's
he
dumb.
said-
That's some
he's-
soft ass shit.
well, he won a Heisman for them.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to
sure.
retire every Heisman's fucking jersey every time they win one. For a
Well, I
school?
mean, nobody's worn number 9 since Joe Burrow did it for LSU. I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
but he also shattered offensive records.
yeah, like I don't know, like
I
get it from,
guarantee you there's running backs from Wisconsin with 28, 32, 35, whatever the fuck.
and like with Johnny Manziel being at A&M, like did they retire his jersey?
should have if they haven't.
That's the
Yeah, they
only
probably
like
should have for
like
him.
he was phenomenal down there. You know, like he was Johnny Football.
No,
Every-
it's a fucking
LSU gets
sophomore quarterback. DJ Pickett is wearing number 5. It's not even a fucking quarterback.
dude. The Packers still haven't retired Donald Driver's jersey. Like, shut the fuck up.
dude. I
Come
don't know,
on,
I-
Jaden Daniels. Shut your goddamn
Move
mouth.
on, bro. Move on. It's
Yeah.
college. Let the fucking kids wear what they want to wear, man. Like, relax.
It's insane.
Like,
Yeah.
does it really press you that hard that somebody else is wearing the same number you wore at the same college? Like, really? Okay.
Yeah, kids. Yeah, it bothers kids, dude.
Either way, the commies also, I know I didn't re-fact check this, but I know like a couple of years ago they had like the oldest team in the NFL. And I was kind of talking to Broken about this.
Oh, that was last year. Yep.
Was it last year? Okay. They had
That nursing home.
Yeah, they had the oldest team in the NFL. Jane Daniels is hurt, whatever. And so every year that Jane Daniels is hurt, his old team gets older. People are going to start moving on, to the afterlife and whatnot.
Well, we did have some passings this offseason.
Yeah.
They did get a little bit younger.
Yeah, so like I don't know. It's just I do like the veteran presence on the team. I could be told. Here's the thing with the Commanders, in my opinion. Jane Daniels stays healthy. They're gonna be leapfrogging the Giants here and pushing towards like more where the Cowboys are at in terms of standing. So like I could either be super wrong on the Commanders or I'm gonna be super right. There's gonna be no in between. Either they're gonna get like 5-ish wins, 5-6 wins, or they're gonna go up to like 9, maybe 10 if they're feeling frothy. So like I'm willing to say that they're gonna stay on the lower end of all that, but I could easily be wrong. But all I know is they're not winning the division. They ain't. They really ain't.
Unless all the other quarterbacks get hurt and Jackson Dart's the only one that stays healthy.
I'm trying to refocus my camera. It's not focusing on me. This is a great pod.
It's probably focused on your cuck chair.
Dude.
That and your cat.
Dude, it's my kitty chair. My kitties like to watch me play video games. That's all I got for the commies.
All right. Is there any bets in this division that we want to highlight before we wrap
football
up?
team, or are they the Commanders?
They are the Commanders.
I've been
They
calling
are
them
no
the football team the whole time. All right. Yeah, I got the Commanders to finish last at plus 145, which very close to the Giants at like plus 170.
The Commanders are 175 right now in the Green Book to finish last. So you
Interesting.
can get some good value on that.
Shop around there then, kids.
I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like that one.
I'm just kind of banking on Jaden Daniels not being healthy again.
I would rather go. What's the Giants to finish last?
144 in the Green Book.
Wait, so the Giants have better odds to finish last?
Slightly.
Yeah, fuck you, Sean.
It's a little bit close. We'll see after the first 5 weeks when they're 5-1, dude.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be touting.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be touting.
Yeah, well, and if you can get the Giants to make the playoffs at plus 265, Sean, if you think they're gonna.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're going 9-8. I factored all this stuff in. They start out great at 5-1 or 4-2, and then the wheels kind of fall off a little bit.
Yeah,
they got a top second half of the schedule.
They are minus 330 to miss the playoffs, so Vegas is right with you there. I think third best odds in the NFC to miss the playoffs, unfortunately.
It's tough. It's tough.
Let's go see. Hold up. I want to look at the Jets win total on the Green Book is 5.5. Even money for the under. 5.5. I really like that one. Also on the Green Book, the Dolphins are set at 3.5 wins, plus or minus 150 for the over, but 3.5 wins for the over. Like, I like that.
A little juice on the over.
That's pretty crazy in a 17-game season to like
4
have
wins?
a line like that.
Like,
right?
Yeah.
That one's probably.
I would say
favorite.
If you can go to the exact wins or like certain like 4+ wins, I'm sure you get a little bit better price on that.
The Buffalo's at 10.5. I mean, I don't know if I would do that one, but that one's not horrible. Cowboys are at 9.5. I don't like that one very much whatsoever. Who am I missing here? Patriots 10.5. I wouldn't touch that one with a 10-foot pole. The Giants are at 7.5.
Well, when they start 5-1, they only got to go 3 and whatever the rest of the way out.
Right.
Eagles are 10.5, and the Commanders are at 7.5. I would not touch that Commanders win total with the 10-foot pole, personally.
I'd alt the shit out of that to under 5.5.
Dude,
you guys both love the under 7.5.
Dude,
you guys are at 5-4.
The Dolphins at 3.5? Like that, like, I don't know about you guys, but like I'm frothing at the mouth for that one. Like I feel like that's
Well, I think with the football team one, just like when you lose a blindside tackle in Tunsil probably for the year, that just happened I think last week, so they're probably scrambling a little bit trying to figure that out. And
Mhm.
that O-line, I think, was already a little bit questionable. They lost Biadasz to former Badger, Tyler Biadasz, to the Chargers, I believe. So I don't know what the center situation's looking like. And yeah, I'm just not very high on the Commanders football team Redskins this year.
Yeah.
The Commanders football team Redskins got me. That got me.
Yeah,
That got me.
as it should.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, boys. Anything else we want to cover on the AFC or NFC North?
Nah,
No.
just this Giants season, baby.
The under on the
CT isn't
Giants.
real. Giants going 11-6, making a deep playoff run, ultimately fall to Green Bay.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I'm
All
good.
right. Well, we've officially made our cases for the AFC and NFC East. Who's winning the division? Who's making the playoffs? And most importantly, who we think is about to completely screw up our bets. We'll see pretty quickly which take age like fine wine and which ones age like milk in the sun. Some of bets will cash, some will turn into regrets, but either way, we ride. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're tuning into Sean's Nerfies. We got a month and a half left of those on the X account. And once the season starts, we'll be putting these predictions to the test every single week. Bet smart,
Bad.
and if it misses, take the shot. Goodbye.
5-1 in the last 6 Nerfies.
Bye.
See ya.